tongue from Broadstairs. Christine, thanks for coming in. Christine is from Access Thanet and is a disabled rights campaigner. Before we ask Christine about the impact of this on her, Huw Merriman, you took your committee to Bexhill. How bad is the problem there?
It's really bad. It's particularly bad. It's not just people parking with two wheels on the curb, they park their entire vehicle on it. People can't get around the shops, so it impacts their ability to get out. Isolation is an issue as a result, and it's just not fair. So what we're calling for is the exact same law as London has. Parking on the pavement not allowed unless it's exempt, which it would be for residential streets.
And that exemption is done by the local authority, is it?
Yes, that's right. And it's worked perfectly in London since 1974. So the reason I wanted to bring the committee down to Bexhill is because it's particularly acute, and this is something I'm really passionate about. And Evie, take note. This is what good MPs do.
OK, we'll bring Evie on this in a moment. I'd love to go to Christine on this one. Christine, thank you for coming in. How has this very particular issue of pavement parking affected you?
Sorry about my voice. It's affected me personally. I actually fell over in Broadstairs because someone was parked on the pavement. I had to go over a piece of rough ground, fell over. The driver of the car came out, picked me up, and very ungratefully I said that wouldn't have happened if he hadn't been parked on the pavement. So there's that, but really this is the least you can do for disabled people. You know, we need, the whole of the built environment is not geared to people with disabilities.
But hold on a second, before we jump on to absolutely everything else, do you think it is a good idea to have a level playing field with London, to broadly speaking ban parking on the pavement, but allow local authorities to make exemptions where they think, is it a good policy?
Well, level sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Playing fields or anything else. Yes, I think it's a good policy, and it's very ungrateful of me to say, please go a lot further. Disabled people have been affected by the whole of austerity. They've been demonised by the tabloid press as benefit scroungers and that kind of thing. You know, parking on pavement seems like a microscopic thing to do compared with everything you should be doing for disabled
Christine,
people.
as a campaigner, also a Labour activist, you see the political side of this. Do you think politicians get disabled people's issues?
No, more disabled people have got to be moved into politics in some way. That should be possible for people to access their political institutions. I mean, the House of Commons is full of steps. I've been around it, you know, and you fall over everywhere. There's carpets to trip over and rats to eat you if you're down on the ground.
I'm sure it's not quite as bad as that. Evie Martin, the Brexit Party is still a bit of a blank page when it comes to policy on other areas. What would you want to do for disabled people?
I think once the matter of Brexit is finalised, there will be the money available. Nobody's life should be compromised. They have got policies, obviously, on disability.
Yeah.
They are issuing new policies all the time.
How many people have you got in the party who are disabled or self-identify as disabled?
I genuinely, I don't know. I myself struggle with a pushchair. Yeah.
And, you know, there are 12 million of us who might vote one way or the other.
Yeah. It's
in.
really an important subject.
Well, let's bring the other politicians in on this. Huw, you didn't get a huge amount of praise for what you've done because it's not enough.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't apologise. If that's how you feel, then the politicians need to answer for it. Do you agree with Christine that it isn't enough?
I agree that there's a lot more to do. So it's quite interesting. I had a constituent come in to see me into my office, and she's in a wheelchair. She's 19, and her big issue is being able to actually get around on the trains. So that's another report we've looked at in terms of access. So I'm actually going to go and spend time with her doing her journey to see how difficult it is, because we've got another select committee report where we're going to look at trains fit for the future and actually really look at the issues around mobility. So I am absolutely passionate about delivering for this.
Who won't get trains anymore. She got stuck on Broadstairs Station because she booked a disabled access onto a train.
And there wasn't
no one there.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
Look, we've only got a minute left on the programme, and to be as fair as possible, I want to ask Peter about this. Do we need more people with disabilities in politics in order? I mean, do the parties need to have all disabled shortlists or something that means that voice is heard at the highest level?
We do. I mean, it's been very difficult in the Commons. I mean, the House of Lords actually is far more representative, actually, of the public than the House of Commons is. And we do have people in the House of Lords who have much more challenging disabilities than in the House of Commons. But we do need to do that. I mean, but also, I think MPs do engage a lot. I mean, I was challenged to get in a wheelchair and go down a street and experience this for myself. And it wasn't just cars on the pavement that I really was struck by. It was the trees. It was the trees and the roots in the trees pushing up the pavements made it almost impassable. So I've been working with the council in Brighton and Hove, and we've now started to repave the areas around the trees and have a flexible paving system there, which actually is transforming lives, but a lot more does need to be done.
That is all the time we've got to on this one. I hope we'll talk about it again. Christine, thank you very much indeed for coming in. That's all we've got from the South East this week. My thanks to all of today's guests. We'll be back next Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching.